Hello, welcome back for another update. It's been about, well, probably over a week since I've given an update. I am 2 weeks post-op today. I had my 1 week post-op appointment last Monday, and that was very exciting, and I was looking forward to that so much because, I hadn't been able to check in with my doctor or her nurse in person for a week. So I really was looking forward to that and just seeing how they thought I was healing and if everything was looking okay and on track. And she said everything looked great. My favorite part about the appointment was she switched me to a different compression garment. The one that they had me in for the first week post-op, I swear it's an actual torture device. It was insane. I actually threw it away aggressively, so I can't show you, but it was Velcro. So it had 4 different Velcro straps, and you had to get it on as tight as you could. Extremely uncomfortable, which I know is part of it, but it didn't make it any better. So it took every bit of my husband and I to get it on and off. So I wore that for a week, which felt like an eternity. She now has me in, it's a compression garment, but it's definitely a million times better than the other one. So I will show you that. It's the brand Yummy, and you can find it on Amazon, luckily. So I actually did order another one so that I would have 2 and I could alternate them so I could wash this one. I will show you what it looks like. Excuse my room, it is a bit of a mess. Okay, so this one goes from here all the way down to here, and it's tight, but it's not terrible. Like, I can move, I can breathe, and I can get it on and off on my own, which is great. And I can wear clothes without looking crazy. The other one was so bulky, and I don't know, it just, the Velcro was never laying flat, so it was like protruding out, and it just made me look crazy. I can wear actual clothes with this one, and I'm loving that. So that was my favorite part of my 1 week post-op appointment, was getting to switch my compression garment. What else? Oh, medication-wise, I am off everything except I have 2 Flexeril left, which that medication has been awesome because obviously I had the muscle repair in my abdomen. So Flexeril is a muscle relaxer, so it helps relax your muscles. So I have been taking it before bed just so I can sleep well. And then the last 6 days I have only taken ibuprofen or Tylenol. If you watched any of my previous videos, I didn't take any narcotics this whole time. Instead, I tried a new medication called Jurnavix. It's a newer medication that I actually couldn't find a whole lot of information on. It's a pain medication, but there's no opioids or narcotics in it. It works by like blocking the pain. I don't really understand how to explain it. It makes it to where the pain signals do not get to your brain. So it like cuts them off before it can get to your brain. So I took that for the first week, and it was amazing. I loved it. I feel like it worked really well. I did go ahead and take Tylenol with it, which is fine to do since it's not a narcotic. So that was great, and I highly recommend it if you do not like narcotics or cannot take them for some reason. I liked it, and I recommend it immensely. But anyways, yeah, right now I'm just taking Tylenol or ibuprofen throughout the day if I need to, and then I've been taking Flexeril at night before I go to bed. I've been sleeping fine. If you watch my other videos, I went over kind of my sleep setup. It's adjusted just a little bit because at my 1 week appointment, she told me that I could start to transition to sleeping a little bit flatter, like I'm not completely flat. She said that if I could tolerate it, I can do that, but it's not super comfortable yet, so I have not. I'm still using my wedge system just a little bit differently, and I have my daughter's pillowcase on my pillow, so just ignore that. But so this is the main pillow in the wedge system. So I just have it with the back support here. So that way it's still at a bit of an incline. I'm not completely up, but I'm not flat yet. And then I just have my pillow there to support my head. I'm still using the pregnancy pillow as well because I'm actually using it backwards now, because I like to have some support under my arm when I sleep, since I cannot sleep on my, whoa. I like to have some support on my arm over here when I sleep, because I can't sleep on my side and I'm a side sleeper. So I use that to kind of prop my head up, since I can't sleep on my side yet. I am very much looking forward to that. She just said to avoid side sleeping for the first 4 to 6 weeks, because she said that I'm obviously still healing quite a bit. And if I put too much pressure on one side or the other, it can start to heal that way. So we definitely don't want to do that. That's kind of another thing with this garment. It's very, very tight around here. And she said that the most important thing is to make sure it doesn't bunch up or create a crease, because if there's a constant crease anywhere on your abdomen in the first like 6 weeks when the most of the healing is going on, then it will heal that way. And you don't want that. So luckily, I have not had that problem with this. It's so tight and fitted that it does not crease at all. I have not tried to wear like jean shorts or jeans or anything like that, because that will leave a mark for sure, and I don't want to do that. Yes, so I'm pretty much just in these. I think I might have went over a set of these in one of my other videos. They're from Amazon, and I love them. I have 3 pair. They're button up, which the surgeon said that for the first while you're going to want to have button up or zip up tops, because if you have your breast done like I did, you're not supposed to really raise your arms a whole lot the first week. So this has been great, and it's so comfy and I love it. So that's been a big help too. Let's see, bra wise, I like these. They're from Amazon and they zip. My kids. So that's been great, because you're not supposed to raise your hands again. So with the zip up closure, you can just put it around you, zip it up, and it's so easy to take on and off. My surgeon's rules, and if you're in the process of any research or have been researching, you know that the all the surgeons have such different recommendations or healing protocols, I guess. So my surgeon's instructions for post-op bra is gentle support with no underwire. So they sent me home in a bra, which was okay, but obviously I needed more. So I just ordered some of these on Amazon, and I have loved them. I did have a breast augmentation, so I had a lift, and then I also had 525cc Motiva demi round, and it was placed dual plane, which means half under the muscle. So they look crazy and wild right now, because they have not dropped. So they've dropped a tiny bit, I'd say, in the last week, because my collarbones are right here, and they were right under my collarbones. So from the side, they look insane. They look huge. Hopefully that's not the end result. My surgeon was fantastic with helping me choose what I wanted to do, because I didn't want it to be in your face obvious, but I wanted to have that, like, I don't know, the round and back where they're supposed to be look, you know? So I did the lift and then the implants as well, and so far they're looking a little crazy, and that's expected. I did tons of research and joined a couple groups on Facebook, so I was prepared for what they call the Franken boob, which is what I'm dealing with now. They usually drop in fluff over the first 3 to 6 months. It takes a while, so trust the process for sure. But so far I'm happy. I can see the vision. It's gonna be fine. I'm just so excited to see when they're more into where they're going to be, because right now they're so high and hard that it's hard to like really see the vision, but I know that she did right. So that's that. What else? Oh, I wanted to talk about some of the products that I really liked. So I've been taking Arnica, and these are just tablets that dissolve under your tongue, and this helps with bruising and swelling. And then I just started taking this last week, bromelain. It's found in pineapple, which I have been eating a ton of pineapple and drinking pineapple juice. So the point of this supplement is to help with inflammation and swelling, which the tummy took, holy cow, all the swelling and all the inflammation. So, and on that note, also this was highly recommended. It is very expensive. It's about $90 for a box, and you drink it twice a day, but I think it's a million times worth it. This helps with wound healing and swelling. It's got collagen peptides in it, tons of vitamins. So there's a couple different flavors. I got the pineapple coconut because I love pineapple coconut. And what I've been mixing it with is, it's literally called ice sparkling water. They're like really tall, skinny bottles, and they make a pineapple coconut flavor. So twice a day, I have that. It's delicious and I love it. And I think it's helped quite a bit. Actually, I can go ahead and show you my stomach here. I will keep it PG, but I am going to show the incision. It's still covered with medical tape, so it's not like you're going to see any like blood or scabs or anything like that. But if any of that makes you cringe, maybe just hop off or fast forward. Okay, bear with me here. I'm moving so much better than I was a week ago. It was so hard to get this up and down a week ago, and I'm feeling so much better about it. It does not hurt as bad. Look at that belly button, okay? Listen here. When I was doing my research on surgeons, I wanted to find somebody that did a good belly button, because if you've done any research at all, you've seen some scary belly buttons, right? There's the cat buttholes or coin slots. They look bad and it's scary. She did fantastic. I literally cried the first time I took my garment off because I was so anxious to see my belly button, and I think she did great. Still healing, obviously, but it looks like a belly button. Okay. All right, another random piece of information here. I did not have seamless underwear. I know, that's probably crazy. I've never owned a pair. But with you not wanting to have creases underneath this garment, the underwear that I was wearing cotton underwear. It was leaving a crease, so I Amazon next day shipped seamless underwear. Fantastic. Highly recommend, because you don't want the lines. So that's what these are. They were on Amazon. I got a pack of 6 for like $10. So here's my incision. I get to take this tape off next Monday, which I'm very excited about because I want to see how the scar is healing. Now talk about swelling. Do you see the swelling? So swollen, but that's expected. I'm only 2 weeks post-op. You're gonna have a lot of swelling, but if you saw my other video and you saw my before, this is 10 times better. I will take it any day. I am so very happy. So the tummy tuck process healing can take up to a year, so totally normal to still be swollen and inflamed a bit, but I'm so excited. So that's my incision. No pain with it at all, I'd say, within the last week. The worst pain I had, in my opinion, was the burning and like zapping pain the first probably 6 days. Terrible. The burning, they said, was from like mainly the lipo. I had some lipo done to my sides here because the nerves were pretty much severed during that process, so they're trying to like regenerate and grow back, so it burns so bad. So they had me on gabapentin for that, and it worked really well. It did not take it away completely. I don't know that you can do that, but it definitely made it manageable. That was gone by day 7. Haven't had any since then. So that is definitely hard. The other painful part is your back. As of 2 days ago, I've been able to stand pretty straight. I can sit straight, really. No pain or pulling here, which is the goal. But I am 2 weeks post-op, so it took almost 2 weeks for me to be able to stand straight. But the back pain is something I was not prepared for, because your body's just not used to walking so hunched. So the back muscles are just so tight. And 3 nights ago, my husband was like, we have one of those, I don't know the real name for it, the guns, Theragun or something. So he got that out and put it on the lowest setting, and that felt so good. It just loosened my back muscles and it felt so good. So we've been doing that every other night. Let's see what else. I have a list because I can't keep a straight train of thought. Oh, the shower chair. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things because I'm still using it actually. My husband helped me shower the first 3 times. And then after that, I've just been doing it on my own. I feel fine doing that now. It's still hard to stand for an entire shower. So if I have to wash my hair, shave and all that, I'm sitting on that shower chair. So I'll use that for probably another week or so. Highly recommend. Very good. Something I wish I had gotten, and I did see it recommended, but I kind of thought it was silly. One of those like grabber tools, you know, that old people use. You pull a little thing and it grabs stuff off the ground. Because once my husband went back to work, my daughters wanted a smoothie, and the smoothie cups were on the very top shelf, couldn't get them. So it's just little things like that. It would have helped to have one of those. Oh, some things that like, it's just these little things that you don't realize you're gonna miss, or you just can't wait to do again. I actually made a little checklist of some things that I miss or can't wait to do again, just because I was like, I didn't even think about that. I'm a bath girl. I love taking a bath. I take 2 a week. You obviously can't do that for quite a while after you've had this procedure. So I can't wait to take a bath. That's my thing, to relax. Sneezing. I'm 2 weeks post-op, and I've had to sneeze several times, and I have not allowed it to happen. I don't know why, but pushing on my nose like this makes the sneeze go away. I'm terrified to sneeze because laughing, just in the past couple of days, laughing hasn't been as bad. But my husband is a freaking comedian. He's hilarious, and he's always making me laugh. And it would hurt so bad to laugh because obviously your abdominal muscles work when you laugh. Coughing. I have some allergy issues, so coughing is hard, and you can't get a full cough because it hurts, right? And you just don't want to ruin the work down there. So that's something that I can't wait to do again. Obviously, side sleeping. I mentioned that earlier. I'm a side sleeper. I can't wait to sleep on my side again. It's very hard to adjust sleeping on your back and your back only. So I'm looking forward to that. And then just hugs. Like, you're not really supposed to lift your arms super high. My husband's tall, and I like to put my arms around his neck and hug him. I haven't been able to do that. My daughters and my son, they hug me, but it's gentle. Like, it's not that tight hug, so I can't wait to do that again. I would also say the biggest change from last week to this week is the like sensitivity of my skin and my stomach. When I was in that, yes?
Are you changing?
No, I am recording a video though. I'll be out in just a minute. Do you need something?
Can you please guys?
You're what?
And a bowl of water.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, the skin sensitivity. When I was in that binder, it was so tight and supportive, which is the whole point, that when I would take it off, I felt like my insides were just gonna fall out. And it is such a bizarre feeling. It's obviously not gonna happen, but it kind of would scare me every time. And I don't know, I don't think I expected that feeling. So at my 1 week appointment last week, the nurse, you know, I mean, she's used to this. She does it all day long. So she just took that thing off, and I'm like, you know, like, and she's like, you okay? I'm like, I feel like my insides are gonna fall out. Like, my skin is so sensitive. It even hurt to just kind of run my fingers over it. That's changed, thank God. So she put me in this, and I'm like, how am I supposed to function without that support on my abdomen? Because I just feel so bizarre. After a couple days, I adjusted, and it was so much better, and it's so much better now. Like, I can touch my stomach without that weird pain or the sensation of my organs were gonna fall out. So that was a big change from last week to this week. Weight. So this part, I've mentioned in my other videos, I've taken Wegovy for a couple years now to lose weight. I lost about 80 pounds with that. which if you've lost a lot of weight, you don't want to gain it back, and it's a fear, right? So I know that after a procedure, you're going to weigh more. Water weight, swelling, all of that plays a factor. I did something I shouldn't have done, and I got on the scale, and I was 11 pounds up from what I was when I went into surgery. And that was like a punch in the gut, because you work so hard to get down to your goal weight, and then you have the surgery. So yeah, I'm not going to get back on the scale for a while, because it's just part of it. It's going to happen. I'm obviously not able to work out or walk as much as I was. I would walk laps around our neighborhood every day. It's just not something that you can do yet. I've been released to walk on the treadmill a little bit every day, but that's it. I can't walk my neighborhood because it's very hilly. I can't do any sort of workouts, no lifting, nothing. So that's been an adjustment of just don't look at the scale, because it's not going to make you feel good. Another big change is my breathing. If you watched my couple videos ago, I was like, you could tell like it was hard to breathe. A lot of that was due to that garment, because it was so tight, which you had to be tight, but also my implants. Your body's not used to that. I got 525 cc's, which is a good size, and that first week and a half, it just feels like there's a weight sitting on your chest. I'm adjusting to that now. In this video you can probably tell I still like seem a little out of breath, but it's not anywhere near as bad as it was last week, so that's getting better as well. Yeah, so very happy to be 2 weeks post-op. I'm looking forward to next Monday. I get to take off that tape and see my incisions. They look great from what I can tell now. I did have to send a picture of my belly button to the nurse today. My doctor is about two hours away from here, so I don't just go pop in for checkups. So I sent a picture of my belly button this morning, like she asked me to. She texted back, gave a thumbs up, said it looked great. She did have me putting Vaseline in it twice a day just to keep it moisturized, but I can stop that now. As of today, she said I don't need to do that anymore. So yeah, everything looks great. I'm feeling good. My daughters, they turned 7 on Friday, so we're having, it's kind of like a yes day theme on Friday, but a little bit altered because I know what they would ask for, and we're not saying yes to all that crazy stuff. So we're gonna just let them pick a few exciting activities, restaurants, take them shopping, stuff like that. So looking forward to that. One of my biggest questions for the people on Facebook before I had this procedure was, my daughters turn 7 about 2.5, 3 weeks post-op. We usually have a huge party, and would I be able to host? A lot of people are like, you could do it, but it's definitely not going to be fun for you. You should alter the plan if you can. So I took that advice. I'm glad I did. I feel good, but I couldn't host a party. It's hot here. It's 83 degrees right now. So yeah, that just wouldn't be fun. So we've adjusted it, and I'm glad we did. So yeah, I think that's all. I'm sorry this is a very long video, but I hadn't done any checkups. I'm going to try to be better about that. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'm happy to answer them. Reach out to me. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I will check in with you later this week.